Hey guys, I just had a good match in this, so I thought, hey, why not do a video on it? Because I can. Anyways, Dragon is pretty much, I believe it's the same exact tank as the Type 62. 145 penetration with its standard ammunition, 220 with its heat ammunition, and 43 with its explosive rounds. 180 is not bad, especially since you're shooting over 11 rounds a minute, I imagine, once you have it fully equipped. So that actually does add up to a lot of damage, a lot of potential. Also, last time I was recording, I think I had my TV sound up, and I was like, oops. But anyways, traverse. I mean, this thing's very maneuverable. Of course, the cannon isn't as accurate, or I should say, the gun handling isn't as good as a Hellhound, as I'm calling it from now on. And the view range is 10 less, but I mean, this is a tier 7 light tank. You're going to be seeing different tanks, or a lot of the times you're going to end up with only tier 8 matches. Now, as far as equipment goes, I had coated optics, medium caliber tank gun rammer, and vertical stabilizers. Did I already say that? Anyways, coated optics, vertical stabilizers, and the rammer. Which gives it a very, very healthy view range, which is nuts. The crew I'm still working on. This is like my second Chinese crew, so I'm still working on it. So that's all I got on it. As far as supplies goes, 34, 12, 1, because that penetration on that explosive round is really not that great. I can see a lot of places where it'll do nice. It'll do nicely, like either capping a base, resetting the cap, or destroying an object. And I actually used my round very effectively last game too, my explosive round. So you guys will get to see that. Small repair kit, small first aid kit, manual fire extinguisher. Although, you know, you can always switch any of these. You can switch the fire extinguisher for food, but then again, it's based off of Russian tanks, so it's prone to fire. What else was I going to show? Oh yeah, the armor, why not? Well, first of all, yeah, the gas tank is in the front, engine's in the back. Very Russian-like for that. That's pretty much it. I mean, the ammo, you know, geez, that's a lot of spots. But the armor, as you can see, it's nothing to be proud of. But I mean, you'll bounce like small rounds from far away. Maybe like another light tank, maybe even a medium tank, hitting you at a very, very odd angle. Especially with tier 8 mediums, because tier 8 mediums don't really have a lot of great penetration, especially like the Russian ones. What else? So yeah, I'm just working on this tank, and this is the Dragon Type 62. I love the paint job. I haven't added anything to it, like the numbers on the side. But like, look at that. The barrel is like really freaking cool, man. It's got a freaking dragon head at the end of it. So yeah, I thought it was really cool, so I got it. I didn't know it was exactly like the Type 62, but the Type 62 isn't on sale from what I saw in here. You have to get it from the shop, and I believe it's still on sale. But yeah, it seems like the Type 62 is a quote-unquote rare tank. But yeah, it's still on sale. This thing is exactly like the motherland. So if you missed out on that, there's that. But yeah, they're still selling them, guys. They still haven't even added like when they're gonna stop selling them. I imagine we only had like around a week left to buy the spooky tanks. Let's see. All right. Well, now that I'm done freaking talking, let's just add some. Well, I'm not talking yet. But yeah, that's the preview of the match. Did pretty well. I was like, wow. Now, I don't like to be a passive player. I mean, if I'm a passive scout, I'll rush into a spot that I'll know is really, really freaking good, and I'll just get in the bush, activate binoculars, and yeah, binoculars and camo net and just sit there. And if they're far enough away, like let's say 350 to 400 and above distance from me, then I'll shoot if I'm confident that they won't spot me. And a lot of the times it's dependent on the tank that I'm shooting at.
We've got enemies incoming.
What the heck was I doing? I think I was checking something. What the heck was I checking? I don't even know, my phone? Maybe I was getting a drink. But this match went on for a little. It's a tier 8 match. Oh shit, I didn't even know there was a tier 9 in here. Oh. Yeah, I didn't even know that there was a tier 9. Well, actually, no, I did. It just didn't hit me consciously. Because that M103 I was shooting at. But yeah, like right here, I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do? I could go left. I've already waited a lot of time, and I'm like, you know what? I could just spot things from back here, but I want to take this spot because I haven't taken this spot in a long time. And this spot I used to love taking. I used to love this spot so much when I was playing with T-34. Even from the opposite side, even though it's a little harder to take control of. And right here, I'm just afraid of the artillery. Thankfully, I didn't get shot at. But like, that M103 was getting hurt pretty bad. And as soon as my sixth sense went off and I got tracked, I'm like, okay, I'll just fix it again. I'll just get some shots. As you can see, the armor is not that great. Really not that great. I hit him right there. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to like move back and forth, back and forth. I'm trying to avoid artillery, as silly as it might sound. Whatever. I believe there's some light tanks as well to the left. Oh no, it's that Tiger P. How many Tiger Ps are there? 3 of them. Well, this guy, he's tracked. He's just permanently tracked, and I just keep on like putting shots at him. I'm pretty sure I can like pin him. I can put like almost 2 shots in him for each one that he puts in me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And then plus, thankfully, I had help from my team that stopped me from getting shot one last time. I really didn't want to take another shot. Looks like the artillery isn't having fun there. Right now, and then after that little shenanigans, I decided to move in a little. Now that I'm not spotted, see if I can get shots in. I believe I had heat loaded here. Or I didn't? Okay, I did. Yeah, that's heat. I mean, I just had it loaded. I forgot for what it was. I think it was the Tiger in the back for shooting it in the front. Because this tank only has, like, well, it has under 150 penetrations on its standard rounds. And 220 on its heat rounds, so I was going to be able to pin that Tiger really easily. And surprisingly enough, even though it has really low pin on its standard rounds, it can still penetrate just about everything at tier 8. It's ridiculous. I love this thing. It's fast. It's nimble. Its gun depression isn't as great as the Hellhound, but it is very manageable once you know how to like once you've ran Russian tanks, or where should I say Russian mediums and Chinese mediums. You kind of get the feel for it, and you learn how to manage with it. And like right here, I'm trying to hit. There's like a VK 101, I believe it is. Yeah, there it is. Why did I keep pressing B? Yeah. Anyways, that's the thing I keep trying to shoot at. I believe I put 1 hit in it from the side, but like it's not working out so well. I feel like I'm just wasting my time here. I was gonna rush up. Around here, G4, but the thing is, like, I saw that they had a Hellhound over there, and I didn't want to get flanked or shot in the back, and then also those heavies. So I didn't risk it. But I did want to shoot those guys by the beach. And again, just wasted my time here, and I'm like, you know, oh god, move. Telling myself in a replay to move. But yeah, like I could have gotten so many shots over there at G4, but I just didn't feel confident going over there. Right there, another shot. I mean, this is a really nice spot for being aggressive. And I wanted to be aggressive. I didn't want to stay back and just I don't know, let my team die or whatever. Like, I've done a lot of work here. Done a lot of work spotting them, done a lot of work shooting them. Like, there's, and that light tank over there has been rocketed as well. Like, I'm very surprised he's been living that long, too. I mean, not against his skill or anything. It's just he's been by himself for a lot of the time.
The enemy knows our location.
Then again, so have I. I just have support from my teams, thankfully. My teams? My team. I never even noticed that Borsig was there. But as soon as I wasn't detected, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna move in. I need a reposition. Like, that light tank is dead, there's heavies up there, so I can safely move in and not get completely annihilated by a tank that comes up behind me or to my side, trying to climb this. So yeah, right now my whole thing is I want to go behind him. I think I still have heat loaded. Like, I just didn't want to bounce off of like that VK, and I didn't know I had enough penetration to pin him on the side with standard rounds, and I do. I even switched between them later, a little bit further on. And that guy I wanted to shoot, but my team can take it. Look at that, 3 tanks. Gotta take out the artillery first. And like, okay, where's the VKP? It's, oh shit, there he is. My first shot took out his ammo. That's so fortunate. Nail and sail. Who the heck are you? Alright, I'll check. I'll try that. Right, and right here I'm still shooting premium, but like I do switch for one regular round just so I can fit it. I believe it's this one coming up. Right here. See? Regular round right there. 27, 26. So yeah, you can pin a lot of things with regular rounds. You don't need to spam heat in this tank. I would suggest only dipping into the heat when you're firing very, very heavily armored targets and tanks of higher tiers than you. Like, I mean tier 9s and 10s is what I mean. Right here I shot my only explosive round at him. And I low rolled him. If I would have shot like a little bit higher, I would have totally penetrated him. Well, sorry, I would have totally finished him off there. But unfortunately I didn't. But I did put really good use of that single round. And right there, I was trying to track him because I know that I'm not going to finish him off. So I might as well track him. And right there, I got some damage, so that was really nice. But I was thinking to myself, if I track him, I'll get more damage out. Like, even if I don't pin him. And that's just what I wanted. So yeah, I mean, it goes to show that you don't need a lot of explosive rounds. Like 1 to 3 can be very, very effective in taking out your opponent. And this guy, like I said, he should have died. But RNG, that's how it works. And you just gotta deal with it, really. But my god, look how gorgeous this thing looks. I just want to look at it all day. But that would be boring, so we're gonna go. So I'm just gonna take a quick look at the results screen, and then we'll just call it for the video. A lot shorter than my other one, but I did go into tangent a lot for the Hellhound. So here it is, Mastery Medal. These monster drops, I should have been doing a lot more of this. Messages, I should really put that on mute. But there you go, top score. I nearly did 5,000 damage cumulative. Nearly 5,000 damage with both of them combined, with damage dealt and assisted damage. And remember, like, that assisted damage can be, well, does carry over for your marks of excellence. And let's see how much damage I did to that M103 at the end. Like, I tracked him, so there you go. With the track, I did 613 damage to it, and then plus the 184 because I actually penetrated his hull, and that was actually really nice. Yeah, I 2 shots into that guy. Oh gosh, people are joining. But yeah, this guy. He has a lot of armor. And I was still able to pin him with regular rounds. And Mastery Medal. So hopefully I'll get my Marks of Excellence on this. And I hope that this video has, you know, shown a little bit of how you can be effectively aggressive with your light tanks. Like, you don't want to always be passive and sitting in the back. I hate seeing light tanks play like that. Like, you're a light tank, I want you to be in there. Like, sometimes there is no choice, I understand that. But, and a lot of the times people are like, well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to die? No, I want you to go in there, and I want you to spot them, and maybe get some shots in if you can. But I most likely, definitely don't want you to get shot at. I just want you to go in and spot them. I don't even want you to shoot at them. Which is why having, let's say, binoculars and camo net on your light tanks is actually very, very good. Or at least starting off on them. And getting a feel on being a passive scout. And some tanks do better at passive scouting than others. I believe this tank does better at active scouting. I kind of like what I was doing, kind of like, you know, poking in, shooting at them, moving back in, you know, moving in and out of cover and getting shots in. And I believe that's what this tank and also the Hellhound are excellent at doing. And then plus the concealment. I mean, I don't think the concealment is that great. Oh gosh, what am I doing? Yeah, I don't think the concealment is that great compared to other light tanks, but it is very good still. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and hope you guys also learned something from this and can take this not only to, you know, if you're deciding on whether or not you should buy this tank, but also hopefully it helps you guys out in your general light tanking experience. Well guys, I'm signing off now, and thanks for joining me, and I'm gonna try to make more videos like this, I hope. Anyway, like the whole video recording on this is actually quite nice because you can move the camera around. And again, see you guys later.